From Kevin P. Robertson Memorial Stadium in Lovell, Wyoming, we welcome you to Two Basin Sports Network's season finale coverage of Thermopolis Bobcats varsity football. Overlooking the stadium, a sugar silo, predominant feature, part of the co-op sugar station here in Lovell. The Lovell Bulldogs on their senior night take on the Thermopolis Bobcats. Very good matchup coming to us here from the land of sugar, as the Lovell Bulldogs, 5-2, trying to head back to Laramie for the third consecutive year. Bobcats, on the other hand, trying to get one more win notched in their belt. They are coming into this game 2-5 with their only wins coming over the Kemmerer Rangers and Pinedale Wranglers, both of which were at the Leroy Hayes Field. And tonight, hoping to turn that around, hoping to end this 2023 season on a good, or on a high note here. Last time the Bobcats and Bulldogs faced off, it was a beatdown at Leroy Hayes Field to round out the 2023 season for the Bobcats on their senior night. Last time we went live from this stadium, Lovell was able to win with a field goal. That was when we broadcasted here back in 2020. Bobcats hoping it doesn't have to come down to a field goal tonight. Also saying farewell to a couple seniors on the Bobcat rosters. They're playing their final regular season game as a Thermopolis Bobcat. Will Cole, Jessen Bassey, Mason Reese, Jarek Jeffs, Zane Smith, among the seniors on that Bobcat roster. They'll be playing their final regular season game tonight. And Boone Bowker will be putting an end to his first year as the Bobcat head coach. Just waiting on the starting lineups to finish here. A cool night here in Lovell, 59 degrees. Well, if I said there wasn't a cloud in the sky, I'd be lying, but it's pretty clear so far here tonight. Once again, the silo overlooking the stadium, a beautiful place for Friday night lights, and a great way to end out the season before the Bulldogs head out to play their semi or their quarterfinal game next week to start the WHSAA playoffs. Bobcats heading out onto the field. They will be getting the ball to start the game. Sorry, good Lord. Lovell will be kicking it away to start this game. Sending down the tee. It looked like he'll be getting ready to kick it away. Number 5, Jared Mangus, one of the seniors on the Lovell Bulldogs roster. And the Bulldogs getting ready. It's been 3 years since we called a game here at Robertson Stadium. We're back. The Lovell Bulldogs and the Thermopolis Bobcats. The season finale here in Week 8. Mangus getting ready to kick it away. Back to return is Aarons, and I can't see the other number. It's kicked out toward the far side. He'll take it and run with it and hands it off to Delmonico Dukes, running far side, still on his feet, brought down. And that is an interesting play there. The Bobcats with the handoff mid-run. Bobcats clearly want to send a message here on this first drive. The Bobcats will get set up 1st and 10. Ball will be placed at the 24-yard line inside their own territory. Bobcats wearing their white uniforms with the gray pants, purple numbering. Purple helmet. Lovell wearing all blue here with the white stripes down their pants, white numbers, a bulldog on their helmet. Bobcats moving right to left from our vantage point from the visitors' side of the field. Dukes hands it off. A run up the gut, and he'll be stopped, and the crowd is going wild over on the sideline's going wild, should I say. Bobcat cheerleaders joining us here. Bobcats setting up for 2nd and 9 here. Pretty sizable crowd on both the Lovell and Thermopolis sides. Bobcats still haven't set up yet here. Linemen getting in their positions. Heading out in a shotgun formation, I believe. And it's going to be a keeper by Dukes up the middle, and he will be stopped. He does get a short gain on the play on the third down run. Fortunately, that's going to bring up fourth down here on the first drive of the game. It knocks about a minute off the clock. Check that. It is third. It is going to be third down. I am so sorry. Thought it was good. Sorry. The chain gang kind of messed with me there. A little bit of a pause in the action here. Out at safety, Matthew Newman and that's about it, sorry. And it'll be a run up the middle. He's going to break free. Down to the 40. This side 30. This side 20. Up there close to the 5-yard line. First down, Bobcats. Zane Stam on a spectacular run for the purple and gold. And it'll be it's a red zone alert for your Thermopolis Bobcats. An excellent run by Zane Stam. A good play call by Coach Bowker. Blake Wilson on the tackle for the Bulldogs. It'll be first and goal at the 7-yard line inside of Lovell territory. Bobcats able to break in relatively early here. The run up the left side, and he is brought down. I believe it was Dukes on the run there. Mark just short of the first down. Going to take him down to about the 3-yard line on a 5-yard run by the quarterback, Delmonico Dukes. Armani Dukes, my bad. Getting ready to finish off his sophomore season as a Bobcat. Bobcats awaiting the play call. Lineman getting set. 9:30 on the clock here in the first quarter. Second and goal on the 3-yard line in Lovell territory. And he'll hand it off to, Duke's going to run it in on the fake handoff to Aarons. Touchdown, Bobcats! Thermopolis strikes first here against the two back-to-back defending state runner-ups. And it is going to be 6-0 here in Lovell. Bobcats trying to send a message early.
Good job, Dean.
Getting set for the kick. Number 11, Brody Welch, the freshman. Kick is up, and it is through the uprights. The Bobcats will make this a 7-0 lead. And just an explosive first drive. But will the Bobcats be able to keep up this momentum? They've kind of grown tired of losing to Lovell at this point, and they're coming into their home turf here. So far doing good, but we've seen this before. Kind of saw this same energy when we called the Rich game. And the Bobcats will be kicking off here, and the Lovell Bulldogs have to kind of find a way to adjust here. Right now it looks like the main weapons here are Armani Dukes and Zane Stam. Bobcat run game has improved under Bowker. I'm going to give him a lot of credit there compared to McPhee's tenure. The run game has seen significant improvements. And I think it's only going to get better. If Bowker stays and commits with this team, I think this Bobcat run game will probably be the best in the state. Give it a couple of years. 9 minutes left on the clock here in the first quarter. Getting ready to kick it away, the big boy. Anthony Chedham, the freshman. And the big guy, Chedham, will kick it away out toward the near sideline. He's going to run with it. The Bobcat fans are raucous over here, and he is brought down. Matthew Newman, the sophomore, tried to run with it up to the middle side of the field. Bobcat fans really getting into it here in the first quarter. And here comes Lovell on their first offensive series. How will the Bobcat defense hold up here? In my personal opinion, the bright spot of this Bobcat defense or this Bobcat team in 2023 has been their defense. So let's see what they can do here on this opening drive for Lovell. Up the middle, and he will he will not get very far with that, as he will be stopped in the backfield for a loss. And it'll be second down coming up on the run by Jared Mangus, the senior running back in his last game as a Bulldog. Or his last regular season game, because we know Lovell's going to make it to the state championship. So 8:50 left on the board, 7-0 Bobcats. In case you're just tuning in, live from Kevin P. Robertson Memorial Stadium in Lovell, Wyoming. And it's going to be a pass play. Rolls out to the right side. Dukes is there to get him. Dumps it off with a short route. And he'll be brought down close to the sideline. Third down coming up on the short pass. Short pass from Davin Crosby to, I believe that was Davin Crosby to Braxton Elkins. Falcons, my bad. Bobcat cheerleaders, I think, are really giving the purple and gold a bit of an edge here. Really nice to see these Bobcat cheerleaders. I've been watching Bobcat football since 2013, and I can tell you, I don't think I've seen the Bobcat cheerleaders on the road. Lovell lining up. And it's going to be a pass play, running out to the left side of the field. Throws over the middle. It's caught. An incredible catch by Anand Khan, the senior. Had two Bobcats there. Looked like they tried to go for the pass and then just kind of stopped. That is a grave error when you're trying to go up for a pass. You don't ever stop. You got to keep those feet moving. Lovell now with new life here as they approach midfield. 1st and 10. Ball will be placed at the 46-yard line. Looks like we got four receivers here. It'll be a run up the right side by the 11 of Braxton Falcons, the junior. And he will not get really that far. Second down coming up. And the ball will be placed directly at midfield. We are in neutral territory on the Lovell offense, on the first offensive series of the game for the Lovell Bulldogs. 2nd and 4 coming up. No, that can't be right. So I'd say 2nd and 6 coming up here. A pass play. Under a little bit of pressure. Rolls out to the left side. Quarterback passes it. Quick dart throw over to the far side of the field. Brought in by Blake Wilson on the bullet pass, and it looks like it might have been, it was called complete. Third down and 1, maybe 3rd and inches coming up here for the Bulldogs. Almost halfway through the first quarter, the clock will stop as he is out of bounds. A great catch there by Blake Wilson, able to keep himself inbounds long enough to complete the catch. Going with a 3 running back type of formation here. Going to run to the far side hash, and he'll be brought down by a pride of Bobcats. Will be good enough for the first down. Got about 5 yards more than he needed there. 1st and 10 coming up for the Bulldogs here on senior night.
That's going to be enough for another Bulldog first down.
Lovell lining up. They got 3 running backs in the backfield here. Pass play off the PA. Throws it deep and a wide open pass. It's caught and he's in. Touchdown Lovell off of a wide open catch by the senior Anand Khan. And that is just, I don't even know who was covering him on that part of the field. It looks like the Bobcats may have been lined up expecting a run. Didn't look like there was any corners, no safeties out there really looking to defend the pass, and Khan is able to get in for a massive touchdown here on the Lovell Bulldogs' first offensive drive. Kind of similar to how this was in 2020, an offensive shootout. And it looks like Lovell is going to be going for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and take the lead here on this play. They got 2 running backs to his hip, throws it on the screen pass to number 24, Anand Khan, and is incomplete. It will fall short near Khan's feet, and we're going to have kickoff coming up. The Bobcats retain the lead.
Go get a run back.
And the Bobcats dodging a bullet on that first drive. 7-6 still. Bobcats retain the lead here on the here in week 8. And Lovell scores with 7 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. They'll get their kickoff squad back out. And now, you know what? Lovell, I think, just made a bit of a mistake scoring so quickly here, because now you got to deal with the Dukes twins. That's just how this is going to work. You got Armani sitting in at quarterback. You had Dale Dukes, who was arguably the star wide receiver of the 2022 Bobcats. And you also have Zane Stam, who's just been a powerful runner this season. Is Lovell being a little too hasty here with the scoring? We'll just have to find out. Back to return the kick will be, looks like Dukes and Aarons. Dale Dukes and Chris Aarons, I believe. Dukes will get the ball. This is his second return of the ball game. Runs toward the middle. Tries to juke defenders. He'll run right into a pack of Bulldogs, and he is stopped about past the 20-yard line. It'll be first down coming up for the Bobcats on their second offensive series of the game. In case you're just tuning in, it is 7-6. Thermopolis leading on the road here in Bighorn County. Off of a run by, the touchdown was scored by Dukes, but off of a major, I'd say probably about 60-yard run by the number 4, Zane Stam. Remember, Stam came out of the Rich game with an injury, so it's kind of nice to see him performing at full speed here. It's going to be a pass play here, and nope, it will not. And he is wrestled to the ground, WWE style, by Kalo Gruel, the sophomore defensive lineman. And the Bulldogs D-line able to get into the backfield. The O-line not able to hold. Unfortunately, that's been the pitfall for this Bobcat team. I'm not even say this season. For the past maybe 5 or 6 years, we haven't really seen much out of the offensive line. They're not giving Dukes a lot of time to make a play happen. Dukes in shotgun formation. And he's able to get him offside. The jump by Kalo Gruel will send the Bobcats 5 yards forward. And that is a mental error that you would expect a two-time champion or a consecutive championship runner-up to iron out the first week of the season during 2-a-days, let alone week 8 of the season. Unfortunately, Lovell will fall victim here. And you know what? They teach this all the way up. Just coming from experience here. They teach that coming up from when you first play tackle football in the 3rd and 4th grade. You've got to watch the ball. The snap, and it'll be a run for Stam up the middle, and he is going to be brought down. 3rd down coming up for the Bobcats. Don't want to give the Bobcats too much of an opportunity here because they will run with it. Bobcats still trying to push forward. 3rd down coming up. Didn't really get much of a gain at all there on that play. Bobcats lining up. Still going with that same shotgun. They've got 2 receivers lined up on the near side toward the Bobcat bench. They got a receiver lined up on the far side. Sends a man in motion. It's Aarons. Gets ready for the pass. Slings it. Right sideline. Aarons goes up for it. It's picked off. And he's still going to break free. Running toward the middle side. Breaks free. Has some blockers. Jukes left. Goes to the middle, and he is blindside hit. And it'll be an interception for Lovell. They avoid the touchdown. But just, I don't know what Aarons was... I don't know who to really blame for that. Aarons didn't really attack the ball. It really didn't have much of an option. Dukes kind of threw into a bad spot on the sideline, at least what I saw. And it's going to be a pretty bad turnover for the Bobcats. Lovell will take over inside the red zone. So a red zone alert for the Lovell Bulldogs as they will begin their possession in extraordinary field position here. Bobcats defense has to hold here. Remember, the Bobcats defensive drive ended because of a massive catch by Anand Khan. Run up the gut here, and he's going to have a little bit of room. He's not going to have much room, and the defensive line's there to swallow him up. Second down coming up for Lovell. I'd say 2nd and 7. Lovell getting ready. 2nd and 7. Ball plays at the 15-yard line. Under center, number 13, Davin Crosby. It'll be a run to the outside, and he is brought down by Stam. Try to run to the outside. 3rd down coming up for Lovell. Changang's been pretty quick to the draw here. The run made by, I believe that was number no. I think it was made by Falcons. Remember, Lovell's going with 3 running backs here, looks like. Run up the middle, and he is going to keep driving his feet. And the D-line will finally, Pride of Bobcats will finally be able to stop him. But it will be 1st and goal coming up for Lovell. We are 2/3 of the way through the first quarter here in Lovell. A beautiful night for Friday night football. And the final game of the regular season in WHSAA play. A pass play goes toward the right end zone. A leaping catch, the toe drag. He's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, Lovell did not take kindly to that first drive by Thermopolis, as they have now put up 12 points here in the first quarter. And it is a toe tap catch for the Bulldogs. Really good offensive play here by the men in blue.
Football ballet in the corner of the end zone for 6.
2-point conversion coming up. It looks like. Remember back in 2020 they kicked PATs. Well, even last year they did. I wonder what changed. It's going to be a pass play for Lovell. Near side under a lot of pressure. Duke's able to get a hand on him, but he will throw a beautiful pass there. I think that was either Owen Walker or I think it was Walker. But the 2-point conversion is good either way. 14-7 here in Lovell. Now the Bobcats have got to stay focused here. They've just given up 2 touchdowns, but they've got to try and strike back. They've kind of been in this situation before, especially with Rich. 3:35 left in the first quarter. And the Bobcats return team getting ready to come out. Dukes and Aaron's getting ready to return here. As if it's changed at all this season.
Get a block!
Lovell getting ready to kick it away. Will be Jared Mangus, coming in at 5'8", 165. I'm just a little bit taller than him. A kick up in the air to Aarons. And he's going to try and stick near sideline, still on his feet. Finally brought down by a couple of Bulldogs over on toward the close to the 30-yard line. And it'll be 1st down coming up. Pretty decent run there for Aarons. And the sun starting to fully set here. All not entirely pitch black, but if you look toward the north part of the field, it is looking a little more, a little bit of sunset left. Bobcats on the south part of the field still going right to left here on offense, their 3rd offensive series. There'll be a run for Aarons, and he will storm his way through. Brought down in the linebackers' domain here. 2nd and 5 coming up on the 33. Bulldogs fans bringing out the cowbells. Bobcats ready. 2nd and 5 coming up. Ball on the 33-yard line. Still in the first quarter. Got a defensive end ready. The snap. A run up the gut for Thermopolis, and he is going to get the first. No. Zane Stam was on the run, by the way, and it is going to be a first down. That's another Bobcat. First down, and the ball will be placed at the 38-yard line. Cheerleaders coming in from Thermopolis. Once again, just kind of, this is just so foreign to me. Duke's in shotgun. He's got 2 running backs here. Gives it off to Stam. Tries to power his way through the middle. He is brought down by about 3 different Bulldogs there. I think the prominent one there was, come on, buddy, let me see your jersey. I think the prominent one there was Braxton Falcons coming in at linebacker. So 2nd and 10 coming up here. They did not get a gain out of that. They also did not lose yards. But they are putting themselves in a position where they kind of have to do quite a bit to get to the sticks here. Dukes lining up at far side receiver, lining up, I think that's Z. The snap. Run up the middle, and he'll get quite a few yards there, but he is not going to get the first. 3rd down coming up. I think it was the run by, couldn't quite catch it. I think it was Stam. 3rd and 5 coming up. They've been in this situation before.
Brings up a 3rd down for Thermopolis.
60 ticks left on the board here in the first quarter. Dukes with Aarons and Stam. Ooh, almost got one of the guys offside on the near side for the D line. No flag, but they got kind of close there. The snap by Dukes. They run up the middle up the right side toward the far hash for Stam. I think he stopped just short of the first. Yes, he is. 4th and 2 coming up. Did get a small gain on the play, but they're going to need to, I think they're going to need to pull a piece out of the Philadelphia Eagles playbook here. Bobcats getting ready. 4th and 2. 10 seconds left on the board here in the first. And they let the clock run down. It is going to be the end of the first quarter. 12 minutes in the books. 12 minutes in the books, 36 to go in the 2023 season. We'll be right back. You're listening to Varsity Football on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats since 2018. Welcome you back to Two Basin Sports Network coverage of varsity football as we head into Week 8 of the 2023 season. Can't believe the season's over this quickly. Lovell Bulldogs they're fighting for seeding right now in the WHSAA playoffs.
Let's go, boys!
1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Able to get a pretty good push there from his teammates. The Lovell D-line not able to hold the floodgates here. And the Bobcats will be past midfield here. They're in a Bulldog territory. Dukes, fake handoff, runs up the middle, and the big guy has to come in and make things difficult for Dukes. I saw nothing, and then all of a sudden, all I saw was a certain Halen Strom come in and make the play. They've knocked a minute off the board, and the sky's still a little bit blue from the pregame festivities earlier. Bobcats lined up. Del Dukes, the only receiver lined up. This might be a run play, and it is. Runs it up the middle. And that was ran by Zane Stam. 3rd down coming up for Thermopolis. They've gained a couple of yards on the play there. I'd say probably about 4.
3rd and 7 for the Bobcats.
3rd and 7 coming up. 10 minutes left in the second. Bobcats lining up. 3rd and 7. The snap by Dukes. It's going to be a run up the middle. He's got a ton of space. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2, and he's down. 1st down coming up off of another explosive run by Stam. Bobcat fans, I hope you like this kid because he's going to be here for 1 more year. The junior making an impact here.
30-yard line.
Bulldogs lined up. And you could smell the sugar here from the processing plant. Literally right to the east of the stadium is a sugar processing plant. There's a big old silo right there as well. Tries to get in motion, and he trips. Timeout called by Thermopolis. We'll be right on back. 14-7 here in the second quarter. You're listening to Bobcat Football on Two Basins Sports Network. Welcome you back inside of Kevin P. Robertson Memorial Stadium in Lovell, Wyoming. Right here in the center of Bighorn County, not very far from the Montana border. Wouldn't be the first time we've gone close to the lines here. Thermopolis lining up. Looks like Lovell's using pretty heavy on their linebackers here. He'll run out to the right, an option play here, gets off to Stam, tries to get it past the sticks, and it's hard to tell. Almost killed the chain gang in the process, but a great run by Stam. Bobcats need a couple more runs like that. 2nd down coming up. Stam got a pretty good hit out of bounds, close to the 20. Literally 1 yard away from the red zone here. Bobcats lining up on 2nd and 1. Pretty comfortable position here. Dukes with Stam behind him here. And it's going to be a run play up the middle for Stam. That's going to be a first down. Tried to go for the extra mile there. First down coming up. Not only is that another Bobcat first down, that is going to be a red zone alert for your Thermopolis Bobcats. Ball placed at the 9-yard line in Lovell territory. The Bobcats trying to tie this game up. And I've been saying, if you can give Armani Dukes or Zane Stam enough space here, starting with the offensive line, he's going to make a good play every single time. But that O-line has got to hold here. Lining up, two running backs to each hip. One running back to each hip. Run up the right side. And he is stopped. I think he lost about a yard on the play there. Third down coming up. Second down.
Strom and Love on the takedown. Brings up second down.
Lovell trying to do everything they can to keep this out of the end zone. Almost halfway through here in the second quarter. Bobcats lining up. Stam to the left hip here of Dukes. And they have managed to draw the Lovell Bulldogs D-line offside. I saw a jump there from one of the tackles. And that is the second time the Bobcats have tricked them offside here. Once again, stuff they teach you in Pee Wee football. Watch the ball. And Armani running to the far side here, tries to run it in. And he might be just short here. Third down coming up. Okay, I'm sorry. Might have made a bit of a mistake there. It's like the fourth time that I have called the wrong down. But they marked the Bobcats short of the goal line. Bobcats need a pretty good push here to run it in. Third and goal here. Ball will be placed at the 3-yard line. So threes across the board on that bottom left-hand side of the scoreboard. And it'll be a run here up the right side, trying to bully his way in, and he's in. Touchdown, Bobcats! And Thermopolis with their second touchdown of the day, the second rushing touchdown, I should say. Bobcats will have a chance to tie it up, or no. No, they are. The snap. And he'll run it to the near side, and he will be short. No good. They kind of set it up like they were going to go for the PAT, but then they kind of switched it up and ran near side. The Bobcats will not punch it in, so they will be down by 1 here in the second. And now the weight is on the shoulders of the Bobcat defense. They've got to hold, give the offense a little bit of time here to create an opportunity to take the lead. So kickoff return. Kickoff, getting ready to come onto the field. Looks like Ryan Aarons called to the huddle here. We've got a train. Got a little bit of a train going on. A little bit of stadium ambiance. 6:20 left in the second quarter. A friendly reminder that the Bobcats will be kicking off to start the second half. So they're trying to get as much points on the board here in this second quarter as they can. And as soon as they can.
Field goal, the ball, throw!
Lining up. The freshman getting ready to kick it away, and it's kicked pretty deep, close to the 15. He'll run it. Far side, and he is almost brought down there. Finally brought down close to the 30. In that scrum, I saw the 71 of Dallin Griffin, the sophomore. Saw him get into the mix there. Kind of tried to grab him above the shoulder pads to bring him down, and kind of missed his tackle. Got to be able to finish those tackles, hit him low. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. 1st and 10 coming up for the Bulldogs. Ball placed at the 30-yard line. And it's just been a great night for the running back so far here. In motion, a botched snap. He's forced to run with it. And the D-line will take advantage of it, and he is brought down by a pride of Bobcats. No, not Stone Pebbles. Good Lord. Devin Crosby, the one tried to run it there. Tried to send a man in motion. That was Rocco Rail, the freshman wide receiver. Tried to send him in motion for a handoff, and kind of a botched play entirely there. Lovell will have 2nd and 9. They did gain a yard off the run. The pass, screen pass to the near side. He's sprinting, running, near side 50. He's out of bounds about the 49-yard line. And a very good run there by number 24, Adnan Khan. Kind of being a Swiss Army knife. He's the wide receiver and running back, it looks like. And they'll have it directly on the 50-yard line, still technically in their own end, with how much of the ball is inside the Lovell end. And it's a fake handoff, rolls out to the far side, stops, pump fakes, and he'll throw on the run. Throws it far side, caught, and he is hit low, and he is brought down by number 2, Zach Hasty, on the tackle for the Bobcats. But the defensive line should not have allowed that to happen there. He broke one tackle, pump faked, and then he ran and threw with it. Should not be able to make a play on that. Zach Hasty, credit to him for the tackle, but the defense has got to hold better than this. Timeout called by Lovell, it looks like, so we'll be right back. You are listening to Bobcat Football on Two Basins Sports Network. Welcome you back inside of Robertson Memorial Stadium in Lovell, Wyoming. And the Lovell Bulldogs, in case you're just now tuning in, have the possession. It's a 14-13 ball game here in the past the midway point of the second quarter. The Lovell Bulldogs leading. They have encroached in on the Bobcat part of the field. They're close to the 30-yard line here. It'll be a run up the middle. The D-line kind of on it there, but he's still going to push through for a couple more yards. And he'll be stopped right at the 30-yard line, 10 yards away from a red zone alert for the Bulldogs. One of the Dukes twins on the tackle. I think it was Armani, judging from what side of the field. Lovell out of the huddle. That rhymed. Bobcats working with about 3 down linemen here. Up in a 3-4 package. He'll roll out to the right side. Big hit by the Bobcats. And here comes the boom. A good hit there by Jessen Bassey in potentially his last game as a Bobcat. Way to get into the backfield. Got to exploit the offensive line's weaknesses there, and that's exactly what Bassey did. A really good hit, forced a bad throw, and it will be 3rd and 7 for Lovell. Kind of reminds me, I keep drawing connections to the Rich game, but this kind of is that same way. They kind of encroach in on the Bobcats side of the field, then they start kind of toning it down a little bit. Full house here with the receivers. 1 tackle missed, and Del Dukes will not miss that one. Brings it down, 4th down for the Bulldogs. They've read the play. There were 4 wide receivers being used there, and he was able to adjust.
Come on, Cat!
Bobcats have got to get another stop here. We know if this is still the same coach from 2020, they might try for a field goal. And doesn't seem like a timeout was called here. Armani Dukes over there trying to hype him up.
Defense, come on! You ready?
.30-yard line once again. Lovell will officially call a timeout, it looks like. So they'll use their 2nd out of 3 timeouts. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bobcat Football on Two Basins Sports Network. Welcome you back inside of Kevin P. Robertson Memorial Stadium in Lovell, Wyoming for Bobcat football as they finish out the 2023 regular season against the Lovell Bulldogs here on the road. Bobcats came into this game with 2 wins, 5 losses, and it was the exact opposite for Lovell. Lovell rolling out to the right side. The quarterback tries to sling it. Right side, it's caught. That'll definitely be a 1st down, if not more. He'll fight his way in, and he is brought down. Trying to see. We have a dish rag on the field here. So we'll have to see what the penalty is for here, but there's a chance that this either could be coming back or Lovell might be in even better position than when they started. And it is face mask, whoever made the tackle there for the Bobcats, and that is going to be a pretty hard blow for the Bobcats. First and goal, ball on the 2-yard line. And the Bulldogs really needed that run because they were on 4th down during that play. Lovell getting their linemen set up here. 3 minutes left on the clock here. That's right, the snap, and the quarterback will run it in here. Might be just short of the goal line. Off the quarterback sneak. So, 2nd and goal on the 1-yard line. Clock will continue to run, and it smells like sugar beets out here. Love that smell. That's why I was kind of excited for this game, because of that scent alone, actually. Although this is a really nice town and a really nice stadium, so there's another reason to look forward to these Lovell games. But might be a quarterback sneak here, so watch that quarterback. And we got a flag on the play.
Flags are flying.
That could have potentially killed the momentum there for Crosby. Have to see what the flag is for, and it looks like it's on Lovell. No, it's not. Never mind. Check that. Completely messed that call up. We apologize for that. One of many missed calls on my end. We complain about the referees missing calls, but commentators are even worse, in my opinion. Bobcats, a very tall order here, stopping the Bulldogs. And he'll try and run it up the middle, and that was a very successful stop. Pushed him back at least 3 yards. 3rd down coming up for Lovell. But don't celebrate yet. Timeout called.
There ends on the tackle for loss.
And we'll be right back. Timeout called. You're listening to Bobcat Football on 2 Basin Sports Network. Welcome you back inside of Lovell, Wyoming. Bulldogs on 3rd and goal, ball on the 1-yard line. The Bobcats defensive line trying to keep them out of the end zone here. The snap, quarterback will run it, and he is in. Touchdown, Lovell. Saw that a mile away, left that right side wide open, and he will run it in. Lovell will make this one a 20-13 game.
Crosby on the quarterback sneaker.
Lovell trying for the PAT. Getting ready to take the kick. And the kick is up, and it is good. The kick taken by number 5, Jared Mangus, and it is a 21-13 game.
The Mangus. Extra points good.
And Lovell with a 1-possession lead. The Bobcats, I think, should be able to stand the ground here, but they only have 72 seconds to work with here. They will be kicking off to start the second half. So remember that. They're going to be in a major rush to try and get downfield and score 6. And this isn't really a team that goes for field goals. The Bobcats, I can't even remember when they went for field goals. Bobcat kick return, getting ready. Delmonico Dukes and Ryan Aarons back to return the kick.
Watch the onside!
Getting ready, Mangus winding up for the kick. like a saucer in the air here. He'll get it. Aaron's running far sideline, and he is brought down close to the 30. Now it's official. 1st and 10 coming up from the 30-yard line. 63 ticks left on the board here in the second quarter. Ball placed right at the 30-yard line.
Aaron's on the return. Brings it out to the 30-yard line.
Lovell's defense getting set up here. Lovell utilizing, looks like, 4 down linemen. Check that. 2 defensive ends. They got 2 tackles in there, about a 4-3 it looks like they're using here. There'll be a pass play. Dukes slinging it deep. Delmonico Dukes goes for it. It's incomplete. Just barely overthrows his brother. The star of the show last season, but Dell hasn't really produced much this year. Now, that being said, Armani overthrew him by a couple of yards there. That could have been a good catch had it got a little bit closer to him there. But another good reason, try and keep yourself open for a catch. Bobcats really need to start trusting Armani here. I'm kind of a little bit critical of how they've just been abusing the run game. They've got to start trusting Armani. He is a young quarterback. He needs to develop, but the coach needs to start trusting him here. A pitch to the outside. Oh, it's one of those plays. Hasty with a deep throw, and it's picked off. Zach Hasty with a very underthrown pass. And the Lovell Bulldogs still on their feet. And he is finally brought down past the 40-yard line.
Mangus on the interception.
Mangus, the kicker, and the defensive back on the pickoff. Zach Hasty with the throw. Looks like they were trying to go with one of those wildcat throws, and it just did not work. It's something you'd see out of 6-man with the running back pass, but, man, I can't defend that. I don't think I can defend that play call at all. 1st and 10 coming up for Lovell. 39 seconds left on the board.
Get the ball back, come on!
Lovell will probably try to run down the clock here, considering they will be getting the ball the second half. Hasty tried to get a jump start there. Rolls out to the far side, slings it deep to the end zone. Incomplete. It was a 2v2 on the play there. The Bobcats really well defended pass play, and it was also a little bit off to the side for number 13. Threw it a little too far to the far side. I think he was trying to throw it to the warehouse over there. 31 seconds left on the board here in the second. Lovell Bulldogs still up 21-13. They have the ball close to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 10, ball in the 36. Bobcat defense is ready. The offense still in the huddle.
Get the ball back, Cat! Come on!
Cat's still utilizing 3 down linemen here. And he'll roll out to the right side, tries the same play, and he will not get it. Bobcats really kind of did not defend very well there, but tried to reach out for the catch. He couldn't get it. I think the pass was intended for Blake Wilson. That's the second time that they have targeted that side of the field. The Bobcats defended well on that first one, but the defensive back kind of gave him way too much space on that second play. 25 seconds left. $5 says Lovell's going to try for another pass here, probably to the same spot. Lined up on the near side hash, utilizing every receiver they've got here. It will be a rollout to the right side. Quarterback runs with it here, and he will be forced out of bounds close to the 30-yard line. 4th down coming up for Lovell. Decent run there by Crosby, but nowhere near what they needed the first down. But it is going to get them in a pretty good spot here. I'd say about 4th and 4 coming up here. $18 ticks left on the board here in the second quarter. Temperature starting to drop. It was 59 at kickoff. It's now 57. Lovell breaking out of the huddle. Lined up. Near side receiver number 10, Owen Walker.
Come on, get that ball.
And a timeout called by Lovell. I think that should be their final timeout. And we'll be right back. You are listening to Bobcat Football on Two Basin Sports Network. Welcome you back inside of Lovell High School. The Bulldogs with the 21-13 lead. 18 ticks left on the board here in the second. Bobcats on defense. Lovell on a 4th and 5 situation. They've tried for the skies twice on this set of downs, but they've missed both times, overthrown on the far side.
Come on, get it back.
One more stop, and the Bobcat defense can take a breather. Rolls out to the near side, looking to throw. Throws left side, and it is caught. Barely keeps him in, but the referee's saying incomplete. I don't know. Kind of thought his foot was in there, but I'm not paid to make those kinds of calls. The Bobcats will get the ball back, 1st and 10. Really looked like a catch to me, but I don't think I'm really going to complain too much. 11 seconds left. Bobcats should be their last drive of the ball game. Bobcats getting ready. This should be their 5th offensive series of the game.
Let's go, Cats.
Looks like they're going to try and kneel this one. And they will. And that should round out the clock here for the second quarter. Pretty slow game so far. We've been live for about an hour and 8 minutes, but that will conclude the second quarter of action. We'll be right back after halftime. You are listening to Bobcat Football on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats since 2018. At the halfway mark of this game here on Lovell's Senior Night in Week 8. 21-13, Lovell Bulldogs over the Thermopolis Bobcats. We'll be right back in approximately 15 minutes. Welcome you back inside of Kevin P. Robinson Memorial Stadium here in Lovell, Wyoming. Just about ready to start the second half, and the Bobcats, really interesting warm-up. They've had this kind of motivational warm-up all season. Got to see it a little bit up close and personal when I was calling the Rich game. Really interesting warm-up. Definitely gets the boys motivated. Really good. I guess got our own little Vince Lombardi here, a guy that can actually motivate his players. But we're about ready to start the second half, and I think the Bobcats might need just a little bit more than motivation to get back in this one. 21-13, and they got saved. Saved by the stick, I guess, as they were able to successfully hold the Lovell Bulldogs on their last offensive drive. The Bobcats took a knee to end the first half of action. We still got 24 minutes to go in this game, and that is 24 minutes left in the 2023 campaign, potentially for the Bobcats. If the Lovell Bulldogs win, this will definitely be pretty favorable in their seeding heading into the WHSAA Class 2A playoffs, where the Bulldogs trying to avenge those back-to-back runner-up finishes against Lyman and Bighorn by 1 point these past couple of years.
Logan, you got this, bud.
But as for the Bobcats,
Hoorah, Bobcats!
heading into this game 2-5, they're definitely shown their strengths a little bit in this game, but they need to show us a little bit more here. But the Bobcats could climb out of this one. Just have to see. There's still 24 minutes to decide that. We're about 90 seconds away from the end of this halftime period. Bobcats getting ready to head out onto the field. Let's talk about that first half a little bit. The Bobcats coming out pretty strong, getting the first touchdown of the game, but Lovell took advantage of a lack of defensive backs deep and was able to get it off to a non-con for an amazing touchdown run. Of course, they would end up missing their extra point, 2 point. I can't remember if they took a 2-point conversion or an extra point. And then Lovell was able to get it back, forcing the Bobcats off the field. They were able to score off of a run on their next drive. And things just looked a little bit more bleak for the Bobcats there, but they did manage to punch it in with a run off of, I believe it was Stam. Either Stam or Aarons ran it in for the second touchdown of the day. Bobcats getting ready to kick it away. Kicks it pretty deep. Never mind, kicked it to about the 15-yard line, but still runs up the middle, breaks one tackle, breaks another, still on his feet. No, never mind, he's not. He's down. Bobcat defense will be coming on here. Lovell Bulldogs, the 6th ranked team in Class 2A right now.
Welch with the kickoff. Welch with the tackle.
So this is a game that does have some, once again, we're going to say this for the final time, this is a game that has seeding implications for Lovell. Playoffs a little bit out of reach, I guess, for the Bobcats, but never say never. And it's going to be a flea flicker here. Back, throws it deep to Kahn. Caught down toward the far side 30, far side 20. Still on his feet, and he is wrestled down. And there is a flag on the play. Bobcat fan right in front of me looked pretty frustrated on the call. A very good run by Kahn, but there's a flag on the play. It was Del Dukes on the tackle. Kid's been pretty good at finishing his tackles tonight. And Dukes is charged with the face mask call. A 15-yard personal foul here for the Bobcats. And it'll be 1st and goal on the 7-yard line. Lovell getting ready here. They've only knocked about 18 seconds off the board.
think fist, come on!
Runs it left, trying to push through the defense, and he is brought down just a little bit short of the first down, or a little bit short of the goal line. Second and goal coming up. A gain of 5 on the play. It'll be second and goal from the 2-yard line. Here come the Bulldogs again. A fake handoff. Quarterback will run it. Dives into the end zone and a leaping touchdown. And the Bulldogs with another one. And Lovell continues to run up the score here at home, 27-13. It's a 2-touchdown game here in the Sugar Land. The PAT coming up. Kick is up, and it's good for Mangus.
It's good.
And it's 28-13. Lovell will kick it away now. The Bobcats still in this game, but kind of being held on by a thread. 28-13. The Bulldogs will be kicking it away. There has to be a good return by Dukes or Aarons. They need to start trusting their QB a little bit. We said this during the Rich game. Armani has a very decent arm. Saw him sling the ball during warm-ups. Very good arm. His accuracy maybe a little bit iffy, but they've got to start trusting Dukes. They've been running the ball. Lovell is expecting a handoff to Stam. They've got to start passing it here. It's always the same couple of guys that get the ball. Lovell's picking up on that. They're down by 15 because of it.
Come on, guys!
Getting ready to kick it away will be Jared Mangus. And the kick is away, and pretty good distance downfield, and he'll run it out of the end zone. It is, I believe, Aarons with it. Runs far side, past the 20, past the 30, still on his feet, past the 40, brought down right around the 42 or 43-yard line. First down, Bobcats. A very good return there for Aarons, and it will be 1st and 10. Ball is spotted at the 43-yard line. $11 minutes remain on the board here in the third quarter. In case you're just now tuning in, the Bobcats up at the 43-yard line inside their own territory off a return by Aarons. And I saw Dell out of the corner of my eye had a pretty good block there too. Don't know what we're have a little bit of a pause in the action here. There is a flag on the field, so that is what they're. And as a penalty on the Bobcats, they will move this one back. Didn't even see the flag on the field, kind of blended in with the grass there, but Bobcats all for nothing on that return there. They'll be back at the 25.
Come on, boys! Brush it off, counter, push, pass!
Here come the Bobcats lining up for their 6th drive of the game, it looks like. 6th or 7th. I've kind of lost count at this point. The snap. It'll be a run up the gut for Stam, and he'll be brought down pretty swiftly there. Second down coming up. Does get a couple yards on the run, though. About a yard or two. It'll be second down, and I believe 8. In case you're just tuning in, 28-13, Lovell leading this game during their senior night. Bobcats have the ball. Had a really good run by Aarons. It came up to the 43, but a penalty sent them back to the 25.
Go, Cats, go!
The snap, a run, left side, breaks free, and he is brought down. And I think that run was by number 32. Number 32, Chris Aarons, I believe, was responsible for that run. And here we come. We got the Bobcat mascot here being escorted to the bleachers here. That thing has got to be hard to see. And Bobcats getting ready.
Go, Cats, go! Go, get him, go!
Getting ready to snap. It's a run up the middle. Tries to get quite a few yards for it, but he runs into a pack of Bulldogs. Not quite sure about that play call, but it'll be second down coming up for the Bobcats. Second and 9. If it's any bright spot from that play, he did gain a yard. Better than losing yards. I'd rather gain 1 yard than lose 5. So there you go. The snap.
Go, go!
It'll be a run. Right side hash. I heard some pads in there, a helmet. And we got a flag. There's been a couple of dish rags on the field these past couple of quarters. It was a relatively clean game in the first. Now we're seeing some yellow laundry on the field of second and third. Trying to see what the flag is for. And it is a foul on the Bulldogs. Now we'll move them up 5 yards, and it'll be third down and 1.
Let's go, Cats!
Bobcats have a very real chance here to punch it in for first down at least here. But considering the situation, first down's not going to quite be enough here. Got multiple receivers here. Might send one in motion. Nope, they don't. It's a run up the middle. Quite a few yards from that. First down for sure. And that will be placed right at midfield. They're now on neutral ground. First and 10 coming up for the Bobcats.
Go!
Both Aaron's brothers are being used here on that running back position. You see them at the halfback position. Out at fullback, you can see Zane Stam. I think 3 running backs and 1 tight end here. A run, far side, and he is being dragged all the way back. Literally picked him up.
Senior Michael Harris.
And Harris, man, this guy needs to start looking for jobs in the WWE if he keeps lifting people up like that.
Second down.
Second down coming up for Thermopolis. And the play call. Del Dukes lined up near side receiver. I believe it's Hasty on the far side.
Go, go, go!
And it's going to be one of those option plays. Runs it out to the far side. Has a lot of room to run. Sprints, and he is brought down close to the 40-yard line. And the Bobcats have most definitely broken into the Lovell part of the field. Bulldogs now, this is where they need to start kind of clamping down on defense. But we've seen this a lot. Whenever the Bobcats break into midfield, that's when the opposing defense really starts turning on the Jets. So this, don't celebrate quite yet here. And we're waiting for the play call here. The coach doing the chicken dance, it looks like. Very interesting way to mask your play calling. In motion. Aarons. Quarterback run up the middle. Brought down for about a gain of 3. It'll be second down coming up for Thermopolis. 6:30 left in the third quarter here, almost at the halfway mark of the third quarter.
Brings up second down for the Bobcats.
And I want to say the 5/8 mark of the game. Aaron's being used as a receiver here. Dale Dukes also on that near side. He also got Zach Hasty lining up at the far side receiver position. Saw a little bit of what Zach could do in the Rich game. We run up the right side for Dukes. Not quite sure about that play call. Third down coming up. 3rd and 4, I'd say. I think it was a 2-yard gain on the play. And the scorekeepers agree with me. 3rd and 4 coming up. We got a big dude coming onto the field now. Number 54. Halen Strong coming on. We saw what he could do earlier in the second quarter. Kind of laid out a guy earlier. A very good big guy playing at the defensive end position. A run up the middle once again for, I believe, Stam. He is brought down.
Gotta get a push line! Push up!
Elkins and friends on the tackle. Brings up 4th down.
5 minutes left in the third. 4th down coming up, 4th and 3. Ball on the 32-yard line in Lovell territory. Bobcats, you know they're going to be going for it. Play call being made. And the Lovell crowd getting raucous here on the 4th and 3. Bobcats try the run. Near side. He is brought down. And that will not be any gain on the play. 1st and 10, turnover on downs. And the Lovell Bulldogs will have the ball in their own end. Bobcats tried everything. They threw everything but the kitchen sink at that Lovell defensive line here. They tried pounding the ball up the middle multiple times.
From their own 31-yard line.
But seems like they're kind of running out of gas here.
Third quarter action on senior night.
So 1st and 10. Ball on the 31 in Lovell territory. They are back on the ball. They have scored all but 2 of their drives. I think this is their 7th offensive series. Run up the middle for the quarterback. He's going to run past the first down and more. Taken down near the 50-yard line. It's brought down by, let me see his jersey number, brought down by Zane Stam. Incredible tackle there. 4:14 on the board, 1st and 10. Score really hasn't changed much from our halftime break. The pass, near side, runs up the middle. And he'll break into the far side hash, and he is brought down a couple of yards short of the sticks. I'd say it's probably going to end up being 2nd and 1.
Close to a first down. So bring up 2nd and short for the Bulldogs.
Ball on the 37-yard line. Trying to make everything they can work here. Lovell has the momentum here. They're trying to run up the score a little bit. And a bullet pass broken up by Dukes. 3rd and 1 coming up. A very good play there by Dukes on the far side of the field to bat down the play. 3:40 left in the third quarter. 15:40 left in the game. Almost a college NFL quarter. Lovell getting ready. They got to get 1 yard. That's all they need. A run up the middle would easily get them a first down here if the D-line doesn't hold. Quarterback sneak. And he will get enough yards there. I think he's marked down about the 38. Or sorry, the 20. No, 38. Yeah, 38. I'm sorry about that. 1st and 10 for Lovell. Lovell, 1st and 10. The pass, slings it, right side, caught by Adnan Khan. And he is brought down, 2nd down coming up. And Adnan Khan, I remember what he did a couple years ago back in 2020. Really electrifying receiver. Don't give him that open run. He's already got a receiving touchdown today. Don't give him another. A run up the left side.
There you go. There you go.
And the run by number 11, Braxton Falcons. 5'11", 185, plays running back, tight end, and linebacker for the Bulldogs. So a little bit of a Swiss Army knife. Definitely a guy that's seen the ball quite a bit today. Timeout called.
Timeout on the field.
And I have no clue what's going on. Okay. We had a timeout on the field, but no team in particular called one, I believe. Defensive line a little delayed getting set up here. The snap, a bit of a low snap. Slings it far side. It is incomplete. The intended target was, let me try and get an eye on him here. The intended target was number 5. Jared Mangus was the intended target on that pass. Trying to get it from Devin Crosby. This guy is a junior. Hopefully they could get a little bit of development out of him, but he's been kind of having a lot of problems thrown to that far side. Oddly enough, when the ball is placed toward the near side hash, a lot of overthrown or just passes that haven't been brought in. Crosby with the snap, handoff. No, fake handoff, throws, far side, caught, and Khan is absolutely laid out on the play. And Khan did not see that one coming. 3rd down coming up for Lovell. Could have been a 1st down, but Khan is seeing birds after that one. 2 minutes left in the 3rd. Looks like it might be a, yep, there we go, quarterback run. It's going to be a 1st down, but how much more?
Crosby on the quarterback keeper.
Honestly, a run up the middle is almost guaranteed when it's a third and short when it's a short situation. Not even specifically 3rd and short. If it's any down and short, like within 2 yards, it's pretty much going to be almost, not going to say always a guarantee, like a money back guarantee that's going to be a first, but you can pretty much expect it. Screen pass attempted on the far side, and he is not giving up. And he is still driving, brings him down. A pride of Bobcats coming in to assist with the tackle. 2nd down coming up. And the Bobcat D-line did not quit on that play, and it pretty much paid dividends for them there. So 2nd down coming up. They did lose a yard on the play. In motion is Mangus. The snap. Runs it. Tries for the throw. A hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. Intended for Khan. And it'll be 3rd down coming up. How many times, though, have we seen the Bobcats force Lovell into a 3rd down situation and it ends up turning into either a pretty big 1st down or a touchdown? I'm not quite convinced here, but the Bobcats have a pretty good position here if they can keep up the defensive intensity. This game's still not out of reach. It is only a 2-score game. A touchdown and 2 completed 2-point conversions could give them the lead here. Lovell trying to get the 1st down here. Third down, throws a short pass, caught by Mangus, and he is going to run backwards, running far side. Tries to hit low, and it's going to be no good, but they'll finally bring him down. Fourth down coming up for the Bulldogs past the 20-yard line. By the way, red zone alert for the Lovell Bulldogs. We forgot to mention that. He lost about 3 or 4 yards on that carry. Fourth down and long coming up for the Bobcats. 18 seconds to go in the third. I think Lovell's just going to try and run out the clock here for the quarter. Try and get the Bobcats the least amount of time possible for them to come back. But the Lovell Bulldogs, once again, fighting for seeding. The Bobcats fighting for their third win of the season. Not really much to fight for here. And the clock will run out, and it is the end of the third quarter. 28-13 the score here from Lovell High School inside of Kevin. Inside of Kevin Robinson Memorial Stadium. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bobcat Football on Two Basin Sports Network. Welcome me back inside of Kevin P. Robinson Memorial Stadium in Lovell, Wyoming, home of the Lovell Bulldogs. Back-to-back 2A back-to-back 2A runner-up. Lost to Lyman in 2021, lost to Bighorn in 2022. They're trying to make it back to the state championship. First, they have to end out the season here in week 8. Rolls out to the right side for a pass. Throws it. End zone. Batted away and a flag. No, he's caught. Touchdown, but there's a flag on the play. I'm not sounding the alarm quite yet.
And it still counted it.
Looks like it might have been a Thermopolis penalty. Don't know what the call was. Don't tell me. Don't freaking tell me. Touchdown for the Lovell Bulldogs. It was a penalty on the Bobcats. And it is now a 34-13 game. Well, the Bobcats going to finish this one here in the fourth quarter. The kick is up, and it is going to sail wide left. No good for the Bulldogs. It is 34-13, a 21-point game. We both know those cheers aren't true. Bobcat kickoff return team about ready to take the field. Lovell here on senior night. Really living up to expectations here. 34-13. And this, once again, I've said this a million times, this should really help their seeding in the 2A playoffs. As we start thinking about the playoffs here. By the way, it seems like none of our market teams will be making the playoffs. Worland not doing good in the 3A bracket. Shoshone has only won one game against St. Stephen's, and that was a forfeit. So, unfortunately, Shoshone will not be headed back to Laramie anytime soon this year. So, next broadcast you'll most likely be hearing from us will be varsity basketball. Right now, the one confirmed game we have is the home game against Glen Rock for boys and girls. We are still awaiting the tournament schedule for basketball. We're going to try and get to as many of those games as we possibly can, including home and away. Home, away, and tournament.
You can check to see if you're the winner on that auction.
Bobcats getting ready for the kickoff return. And where in God's name are they kicking off from? It's going to be a kick from the 45. And it'll roll into the back of the end zone. I have never seen that before in my life.
Vegas on the kickoff.
That was more like a pee-wee kick where they kicked it from. NFHS standard is on the 40-yard line, but I guess I don't know what to say about that.
From their own 20-yard line.
Ball will be placed on the 20 for the Bobcats. 34-13. Bobcats getting ready. It'll be a pass play. Throws it middle and broken up by the Bulldogs. The intended target was Zach Hasty. Matthew Newman with a jarring hit to Zach Hasty. And it'll be 2nd and 10. It was definitely a legal hit, but it was kind of a nasty one. Hasty had it, but it's gonna jar the ball loose. 2nd and 10 coming up off the incomplete pass. The snap rolls out to the right, and he is promptly brought down. And that I don't think your body's supposed to bend that way. 3rd down coming up for Lovell, for Thermopolis. And it seems that the clock is just now running. Ball at the 19-yard line in Thermopolis territory. In their own end of the field. They are struggling mightily here.
Brings it 3rd down for the Bobcats.
Here they come. Bobcats getting ready. On the ball. 3rd and 11. In motion is Aarons. The snap. Pass play. Armani forced to run. Runs near side. Has a massive break toward the 30. Runs out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 1st down, Bobcats. Something to get excited about there with Armani Dukes using his feet to get out of trouble. But the offensive line needs to start holding their blocks. The snap, a run up the middle here for the Bobcats, and it is Stam on the run. 2nd down coming up. They've been really abusing number 2 there. 2nd and 8 coming up. 10:25 left in the 2023 season for the Bobcats. And a timeout has been called. It's an injury timeout for the Bobcats. We will be right back. You are listening to Two Basin Sports Network coverage of varsity football. Well, that was pretty quick. He got up. He's walking. A little bit of assistance. The injured player appears to be number 52, Jarek Jeffs, the senior, playing in his last game as a Bobcat. I always hate it when seniors get hurt, especially in the last game of the season. Bobcats getting ready off the injury timeout. Excuse me. 10 minutes left from Lovell, Wyoming, in a town that I like to call Sugar City. Smells like beets out here. Aaron's with the motion here. It's a run up the right side. Big hit there, and the crowd celebrating. Brought him back. Third down coming up. 3rd and 10. Looks like it was a 2-yard loss on the run. Things going from bad to worse on this drive for the Bobcats. It just changed the scoreboard. 3rd and 9. Ball on the 39-yard line. Bobcats getting ready. One man up to his hip. Aaron's on the motion. It'll be a run. Aaron's running far side. He's finally brought down. He's marked about 5 yards, 6 yards short of the first down. 4th and 6 coming up. Bobcats now need to decide if they're going to punt it away or they're going to keep fighting on offense here. The game's pretty much out of reach here. So what they're doing, they're just playing for pride. Maybe some stats on YO preps. Drops back for the pass. Forced to run. Runs free. Goes up. He's short of the first down, and there'll be a turnover. Armani Dukes tried to use his feet to get out of trouble. And it'll be 1st and 10 coming up for the Lovell Bulldogs. Another turnover. I think this is their second TOD of the night. Pitch black here in Lovell, Wyoming. Can't even see the smokestacks. Well, I mean, you can, but it's just barely. And the Bobcats, another disappointing drive. Kind of been their 2023 season, to be completely honest. Lovell under center. It's going to be a pitch to the near side. It misses one tackle. A poorly missed tackle there by, it was either Aarons or Bassey. I think it was Bassey. But kind of slid off him as if he was lubed. But it seems like the Lovell running backs may have taken a bath in some butter before this game because a lot of the defensive linemen have not been able to bring them down tonight. It's a run up the left side. He does get enough yards for the first down. About a yard more than he needed. 1st and 10 coming up. A middle school quarter remains here in this game. Clock will continue to run. Lovell getting ready. Waiting for the play call. Dead silence. And a run up the right side, taken down by the interior line of the Bobcats. 2nd down coming up. $7:12 left in the 4th quarter here, and the scoreboard is temporarily went offline. 34-13. Remember this exact same thing happened in 2020. The scoreboard kind of went off for a little bit. And a shovel pass, and it's picked off by the Bobcats! Oh! But he thought he was Patrick Mahomes. He tried the shovel, and the interior lineman with the interception. Mason Reese, a senior, I believe. Number 51, Mason Reese with the interception off the shovel pass. They thought they were being a little sneaky there, but he was ready for it. Bobcats with possession, down by 21. A run, and he is immediately stopped behind the line of scrimmage by number 73, Brody Mueller. Sophomore, 6'3", 215. Very big dude for a sophomore. And he is able to get into the backfield with everything there. Bobcats looking to finish out the 2023 season 2-6. Lovell Bulldogs 6-2. And a poor season for the Bobcats, but growing pains with the new coach.
Come on, bro, come on.
Armani Dukes with the run, and he will get the first down. No, he won't. He's just behind the line, or he's just behind the first down marker. About a yard, I'd say. He tried to stiff arm one of the defenders. Did not work out too well for Armani Dukes. 3rd down and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Check that, 3rd down and 3. 5:39 left in the game. Bobcats trying to find some sort of offense here. And it'll be a run for Dukes, and he is hit. It'll be a run to the far side. I think it's going to be the first down. There's a handoff by the running back. No. So 4th down coming up for the purple and gold. Here comes Dukes, directly under center. I think it's pistol. And the crowd incredibly loud here, and a Bobcat timeout. We'll be right back. Welcome you back inside of Kevin P. Robertson Memorial Field Stadium. Sorry. A snap. PA. A deep sling to Hasty. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. Or sorry, no. Turnover on down. Zach Hasty could not salvage the drive. 2nd time he's been targeted. And he has dropped both of them here. By the way, 2nd in this quarter. I'm not sure if he's been targeted the rest of the game. So Lovell inside their own end. They just got to run down the clock. And 4 minutes and 35 seconds until the end of the 2023 WHSAA regular season. First and 10, ball on the Lovell 48-yard line. The Bobcats were in the Lovell side of the field. Unfortunately, whatever they had in that first half is just not there. 34-13 in case just tuning in. 4:35 left in the 4th. Pass play off of a fake handoff. Tries to go for it, and it's picked off! Aarons with the pick! Near side breaking tackles, and he's brought down to 30. It was tipped out of the hands of the receiver and in to Aarons. Bobcats have another opportunity now. Once again, I said this earlier, maybe in the second quarter, that defense has been the bright spot of the Bobcats this year. The offense, not so much. First and 10 coming up for Thermopolis. Ball on the 30-yard line. Dukes shotgun formation. There'll be a run to the outside. It's an option play. Pitches it out. Stam has the ball. And just a really funny sight there as number 75 for the Bobcats had, number 75, as Cruz Mascoro just had Kyle Wilson just basically just laying there on the floor. Sorry, check that. I actually had Halen Strom on the ground. But it was still really funny nonetheless. Really good pancake by the O-line. He was just laying on top of him until the end of the play. 4:14 left in the game. 2nd and 7 and a timeout called. Never mind, not a timeout. We apologize. Penalty. And it's false start on the Bobcats. So that is really going to be a bad deal here. 2nd and 12 coming up now off the penalty. It'll be a run here. Duke's trying to be elusive. And he is brought down by 2 separate Bulldogs, but the main one there was number 68, belonging to James Love, senior.
A little bit of love on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Bobcats getting ready, 3rd and 10. They did get a gain of 2 on the play. .333. In motion is Aarons. The snap. Drops back for a pass. Throws over the middle. Caught. No, it's incomplete. And a bad hit there. Arguably a little bit of a late hit, but the intended target. And he is slow to get up. The intended. Oh, we have an injury. Bobcat down. And it is Zane Stam. We saw this in Rich. He is down on the field. He is hurt. And we will be right back. Welcome you back. Stam being taken to the sideline after a bad hit. Stam was trying to go for a pass. He was hit once and hit again after the pass was incomplete. No flag on the play. It'll be 4th down coming up for the Bobcats with 3:20 left in the 2023 regular season.
3 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock, and it is still not the Bobcats game, but they still have some points on it. Let's see what they're going to do next.
And the pass. Throws it over right side, and it is
Incomplete.
incomplete. Looked like it was about to get intercepted by the 25 of Carter 2. But it'll be a turnover on downs regardless. So 1st and 10 coming up. Red zone alert for the Lovell Bulldogs.
Bulldogs hang tight on defense. Turns the ball over on down.
3:14 left on the board.
Bulldogs first down from the Bobcats 20-yard line.
Lovell getting ready. Has a couple running backs alongside him. Hands it off. Running left side. Breaks one tackle. He's finally brought down. And the run by Jared Mangus will result in 2nd and, I believe, 5 coming up. Mangus has been a Swiss Army knife here tonight for the Bulldogs. He can run. He can catch. He can play good defense. What can this kid not do? Almost to the 2-minute warning here, if there was one in high school football. And it is really starting to drop 55 degrees here. Remember, we kicked off at about 60 degrees. With the sunlight obviously not here anymore. A run by Mangus up the left side, up toward the middle. He's still on his feet and brought down. Tackle made in the back, in the middle of the field by Dukes. Thought I saw Aaron's in the tackle, but I guess I was wrong. 1st and goal on the 7-yard line. Bulldogs looking for any excuse to get in the end zone. 2 minutes remaining. Out in slot is a non-con, sorry. There'll be a run up the middle for Mangus. And he is stopped short of the goal line. They'll just continue to let the clock run down. 90 seconds to go here in this season. Lovell Bulldogs preparing to officially snag their 6th win of the season in their hunt to get back to Laramie. Here comes Lovell. 2nd and goal on the 2-yard line. Here, Mangus behind. Multiple running backs ready. There'll be a handoff to Mangus, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Lovell. And the Lovell Bulldogs, pretty much, in case they haven't already put a nail in the coffin here, it is now a 40-13 game, which is just a typical high school football score at this point, I guess. But 40-13, they're trying for the PAT. Getting ready for the kick is Mangus. The kick is up, and it is no good. He did not have the leg for it. Had the accuracy. Had he had a little bit more leg to it, it could have went right through the uprights. And the fake marching band playing over on the Crow's Nest. 50 seconds to go from inside of Kevin P. Robertson Memorial Stadium here in Lovell, overlooking the co-op sugar station over here. So literally a warehouse close to that close to the north end zone or west end. No, I don't even know what direction we're in anymore. I think it is the north end zone. Bobcats return team coming out now. Lovell Bulldogs lining up at the 40-yard line for the kickoff. Mangus has had pretty good kickoffs tonight. 50 seconds remaining in the season for the Bobcats. Lovell Bulldogs will go on to face whoever they're going to face in the playoffs. I think they'll probably end up being the 2nd or 3rd seed in the 2A West. And back to return the kick is going to be Aaron's. Running near side, has some blockers. Dukes engages with the defender, and he'll be run out of bounds past the 30-yard line, past toward the 35, I should say. 43 seconds to go. In case just now tuning in, 40-13, not much left in this game. It's 43 seconds left.
To the 35-yard line. The Bobcats will take over 1st and 10.
Bobcats getting ready. What could be their final drive of the night. Bobcats lining up. 43 seconds to go. Clock not running. The snap, it'll be a run to the right side. And he is brought down. It'll be a massive loss on the play for the Bobcats.
On with the tackle.
And we have timeout. It's like a timeout for the Bobcats, so we'll be right back. Welcome you back. Getting ready to bring a close to the 2023 season for Bobcat football. Now we look forward to basketball season. Remember, tournament coverage coming up on Two Basin Sports Network coming up this December. It'll be a run by Armani Dukes. And he'll be brought down. Does get a little gain on the play, but it'll be third down. The clock is running, and another timeout called. Why? Bobcats with another timeout. They'll just use up their final timeout. We'll be right back. Never mind, check that. There wasn't a timeout. I'm just an idiot. So with that, the Bobcats are... Well, Bobcats used all their timeouts pretty much. 3 seconds to go in the season. And the Bobcats will finish 2-6 on the season. And for another year, we are the joke of 2A football.
Good job tonight. You've been very cheerful. You've kept me very cheery. Thank you.
So hopefully heading into next season, Bobcats can do better. 2024 hopefully will be a better season as we now look forward to the basketball and wrestling season. Bobcats getting ready. 3 seconds left on the board. 4th down and 20. Might as well just take a knee at this point, boys. And it's going to be a handoff to end the game here. The buzzer will sound. And with that, that is the end of the game. The Bobcats lose this one. No big surprise there. 40-13, the final score. And with that, the Thermopolis Bobcats record finishes 2-6. The Lovell Bulldogs improved to 6-2. And that should really, I think they'll end up coming out the 2nd or 3rd seed in the 2A West playoffs. Hopefully, should be a good playoff. Good luck to the Lovell Bulldogs. Good luck to Mountain View, Lyman, all those teams. Bighorn. Oh, would you look at that? They just announced it. So Lovell will take on Bighorn for their first playoff game next week. They'll be in Bighorn, close to Sheridan. So with that, the Bobcats will not be in the playoffs. They are they're taken out of the playoffs. There was really no hope after the last couple of games. But anyway, we'd like to thank everyone for listening for this 2023 season. And we're sorry that we've only been able to call so many games. We're going to try our hardest to bounce back in 2024. But come on and listen into our basketball coverage this 2023-24 season, starting with the tournament coverage in December and with the first regular season game against Glen Rock later this December. Should be a good season of basketball. Glen Rock and Buffalo will be coming to Thermopolis to kick off the basketball season, and then we'll see where the rest of the season takes us. From all of us here at Two Basin Sports Network, from the Thermopolis Bobcats football program, we'd like to thank everybody who has tuned in over the 2023 season and who has supported us. And it's really appreciated. Without you, we wouldn't have made this drive all the way out to Lovell to call this game. So I'd like to thank everybody who supported us over the course of the season. Once again, the final score of this game, the Lovell Bulldogs 40, the Thermopolis Bobcats 13.